Giving truck buyers economy is not easy. A light truck buyer can't always downsize his load. He needs a tough, full-size truck to put it in and the power to move it. And yet, he still wants and needs economy. Now, in 1982, he can have both. Power and economy in the first domestic diesel engine designed specifically for light-duty trucks. The new 6.2-liter V8 diesel. Definitely a truck engine. It's available in 2- and 4-wheel drive pickups in GVW ratings from 5,200 to 10,000 pounds. It's available in the 4-wheel drive Blazer, in 2- and 4-wheel drive Suburbans, in chassis cab models with GVW ratings up to 11,000 pounds, and it's designed to pull a trailer. The 6.2 has plenty of torque to start a full load up a grade, and plenty of horsepower, ample to keep that load rolling at highway speeds. The biggest benefit from this new diesel is its economical operation. It's generally true that at idle, a diesel's fuel consumption is about half what it is for a gasoline engine of comparable horsepower. On the road, fuel economy can be in the neighborhood of 20% or better than a gas engine of comparable horsepower. What's more, diesel fuel has traditionally cost less than unleaded gasoline. And there's no carburetor to adjust, no spark plugs to replace, no distributor to time, no regular tune-ups to worry about or pay for. That's not to say that the 6.2 doesn't need regular maintenance. It does, but it's simpler than for a gas engine. Oil and oil filter recommended change intervals are 12 months or 5,000 miles. Air cleaner and fuel filter change intervals are every 15,000 miles. After the initial engine idle speed adjustment at 5,000 miles, the recommended intervals are every 30,000 miles. The owner's manual indicates conditions that may require more frequent intervals. It's true that diesel-powered vehicles usually cost more than their gasoline-powered counterparts. The 6.2 is no exception. But with the diesel's fuel efficiency, the traditionally lower cost of diesel fuel, if the vehicle accrues a lot of mileage, it's reasonable to expect that the diesel could pay for itself in 2 or 3 years. Here's how the 6.2 diesel works. There's a cylinder, a piston, intake valve, and exhaust valve. There's a pre-combustion chamber, sometimes called a swirl chamber, in the cylinder head, a fuel injector, and an electric glow plug whose job is to warm the pre-combustion chamber. There is no spark plug because the 6.2, like other diesels, is fired by the heat of compression rather than by a spark. Before the 6.2 is started, the glow plug warms the pre-combustion chamber. Then, on the intake stroke, the intake valve opens. The piston moves down and draws air, not air and fuel as in a gas engine, just air into the cylinder. On compression, the intake valve closes. The piston moves up and compresses the air to a ratio of nearly 22 to 1, or almost 3 times as much as in a typical gasoline engine. Pressure squeezes the air so it gets hot enough to ignite the diesel fuel. That's what compression ignition means. And high compression is part of the reason for a diesel's impressive fuel economy. At the top of the compression stroke, the injector sprays a precisely measured amount of fuel into the pre-combustion chamber. The hot air ignites it. With that initial combustion, the power stroke begins. And the combustion process forces the burning mixture into the cylinder, where the job is finished. Combustion gases push the piston down, providing power to the drivetrain. Finally, on the exhaust stroke, the exhaust valve opens. The piston moves up. Exhaust gases are forced out by the returning piston. The valve closes, and the cycle begins again. Pre-combustion in this chamber is an important design feature of this new engine. After combustion begins here, expansion slams the remaining yet unburned fuel into a turbulence cavity on top of the piston, which keeps mixing the burning fuel and compressed superheated air. This very controlled combustion represents a highly efficient use of energy. And built into the 6.2 installation are extensive measures to protect against a problem common to all diesel users: water in the fuel. The 6.2's fuel system is designed to allow water to settle below the fuel pickup. If enough water collects there, a warning light flashes in the cab. Then, it's an easy matter to siphon off the water. One of the principal features of the 6.2 is that it is a truck engine, designed, engineered, and built that way. After assembly, to be sure it performs the way it's intended, every single engine is hot tested. It's started and test run. The new 6.2-liter diesel is a GM exclusive in the light-duty field. 2 overdrive transmissions are available for the CK10 and 20 series trucks to help further realize the benefits of the engine itself. One is an efficient 4-speed manual overdrive. The other is a 4-speed automatic with overdrive. It features a torque converter clutch that, depending on road speed, locks up in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th gears. The 6.2 is proving itself in many tough, no-nonsense field test applications right now, and has been for the past year. Performing rugged service in an Arizona open-pit copper mine. On the go in a Suburban as a courier in Indiana. In a Blazer, plowing snow in northern Michigan. And running 24 hours a day in the demanding atmosphere of a Florida phosphate mine. In any of these applications, or in any other, driving a vehicle with a 6.2 is just like driving one powered by gasoline, though starting is different when the engine is cold. Since the glow plugs warm the pre-combustion chamber, starting a cold engine can take a few moments. Though there is a short wait, the 6.2 starts easily, even in 0-degree weather. To make cold weather starts even faster, a standard engine block heater is built into the 6.2. It should be used when the temperature is 0 degrees Fahrenheit or colder. The best way to see how this new engine performs is to drive it. Take a demonstration ride. Of course, the big question is who should consider the new 6.2 for light-duty applications. Anyone whose truck drives a lot of stop-and-go miles. Anyone whose truck requires a lot of idling time. Anyone whose truck puts in a lot of miles on the open road. Anyone who travels extensively for recreation, whether in a Blazer, Suburban, or pickup with a camper. Anyone who needs to haul a trailer, the 6.2 is built for it. Trailers as big as 6,000 pounds with a C10. As heavy as 9,000 pounds with a C30. Anyone who wants smooth V8 performance, the power to move a load, and terrific fuel economy should consider the new diesel. 1982's new economical 6.2-liter diesel for light-duty trucks. Available from Chevrolet.